Good morning, folks. Already feeling pretty warm outside. As you can see, bright, well, it's not bright and early, it's dark and early. Because we've got a pretty early start again, because we've got a relatively long day on the bikes again. It's the final day, day 10 of our tour here in Spain and Portugal. Really looking forward to this last day. The last couple of days have been absolutely cracking rides. Now we've got rid of that poor weather of earlier in the week. It's been absolutely brilliant. Let me just show you the last ride of the day then. At the moment, we are here, just north, probably about 20 miles north of Sevilla, in Cazalla de la Sierra, which is in the Park Natural here. We're going to be coming back down to base in Alhaurin El Grande, down near Malaga, which is just here. And I don't know yet precisely the route, but I know we're going to come via Antequera down here, where there's some lakes, which I have actually visited before, and an amazing restaurant called the Panoramique. So I think we're going to go there for lunch if we can. So weather looks like it's going to be all right. We had some rain in the night, believe it or not. But it seems to have cleared up now. The skies are nice and clear. So yeah, light jacket on the bike, or sorry, light clothing, jeans, just a shirt, and yeah, should be a cracking day's ride. I'm going to make the most of it, because once I get back to Blighty, we ain't going to be having weather like this on the motorcycle. All right, we'll get some breakfast. We'll see you soon. All right, so welcome back aboard the bike for the final day. Helen's all togged up, ready to rock and roll. We've got a few twisties to do. We've just got some fuel here, and we're ready to go on our final day of the trip. Got a bit of a mix today by the sounds of it. A few twisties, a few straighter bits, nice lake, a bit of a river to follow. Something for everyone. Stick around and stay tuned. Had a load of rain overnight, massive thunderstorm last night. So the roads are a little bit damp still, but I expect they'll dry up quite quickly. It's already 19 degrees, it's only just gone 9 o'clock. So yesterday's hotel was a bit of fun. Amazing swimming pool, which we enjoyed into the evening. Made the most of that. Great rooms and just a lovely peaceful feel to the place. So another winner on the hotel front. Tonight we're back in Alhaurin El Grande, which is the home base of Toro Adventure, and our final night's in a local hotel there that I've stayed in before. It's like a golfing hotel, it's very nice. So looking forward to one last night in España. Oh, look at this already. Beautiful out here this time of the morning, just before the heat of the day. Wow, already some great views. Looking into the misty mountains ahead. The roads in Spain really are good. You're hard pressed to find a bad road here. And the surfaces tend to be pretty good as well. This one's certainly nice. Oh wow, what a start to the day, eh? Absolute belter. So we're out of that first twisty bit now, which is a really lovely start to the day. What a way to start your Monday morning, eh? Sorry, shouldn't have said that. Tough day in the office and all that. Now into the slightly flatter landscape. So we're on this fairly major road now, and we're not far away from Seville, or Sevilla. In fact, that may be it, nestling there, I don't know. It possibly is. But just to the left you can see those solar towers that we saw as we made our way into Portugal 7 or 8 days ago now. Just ahead you can see the solar tower, which according to Dom is going to make Spain rich. It's a new technology, a new way of harnessing solar power to generate electricity. You certainly see it from miles around. Even on a cloudy day today, look, you can see it's gathering sunlight. Clever stuff. Well, what an excellent start to the day that ride was. Absolutely beautiful through those big sweepers. Now we're in this town here, just near Seville, or Sevilla. I don't think it actually is though, not entirely sure. Let's zoom out on the sat nav, see if I can work out where we are. No. Something del Rio. Compared to other towns we've come through though, quite a bustling place on a Monday morning, he said, and immediately people will disappear indoors. Impressive looking bell tower there ahead. Guessing that's the main square there. Yeah, I'm going to miss these towns and villages that we come through. Just saying to Carol on the back that when you get home, you know, you kind of get immune when you're on these tours. We've been out here riding now for, we've been out I think for a total of 12 days, riding for 10.
You just get used to these lovely sweeping bends, punctuated by these beautiful towns, nice weather, lack of traffic. Then when you get home, especially in the southeast, you come up against our absolutely chocker roads. Makes you inclined not to ride at home, you just want to get back out again. Anyway, I guess we're lucky living where we do in Blighty that we do have Europe on our doorstep, and it's not hard, is it, to jump on a plane, get to the south of Spain or the south of France or the Alps or wherever, and get some cracking riding in, some of the best riding in the world. Ooh, first white van of the day, perhaps going the other way, so that's good. I shall miss the palm trees as well. Really good view of the top of the solar tower in Sevilla now. Something quite magical about that. Right, into another town, looking for a little coffee stop. As it happens, there seems to be a coffee manufacturer there. Right, what's he found? Oh, this looks like us. Perfect. Perfect. First coffee stop of the day. Sun is out. All is well with the world. So I'm quite fascinated by those solar towers. So I've done a bit of Wikipediaing, as you do, and apparently that one near Seville is the world's first commercial operating solar concentrating tower, and it used a big field of solar arrays that are steerable. It beams the power into the top of the tower, and then basically it boils a mixture of, I think, sodium fluids, because they hold heat better, which then drives a turbine, and that is how you generate the power. Absolutely fascinating. Apparently there are reports that birds get killed as they fly past. In the vicinity of the top of the tower it can be 505 degrees centigrade, and in the first 6 months of operation of one of those solar towers, 531 birds were killed. It incinerates their feathers as they fly past. Absolutely incredible. Love a bit of science and technology, me. Well, that was a cracking little stop there. Got a new subscriber, and this gent in front of me, I promised he'd be in my video, so he's in there now, back of his head. Right, hit the road. Oh, another absolutely splendid little town, great stop that. We've got our sort of cadence right now as a group, in that we're you know, riding in the morning hour and 20 minutes, stop for coffee, another ride for an hour and 20, something like that. Maybe another stop or lunch, and then another stop in the afternoon, so it's all very pleasant. And like all these things, it's you know, we're doing around about 250k a day, which doesn't sound like much, but on twisty roads it takes some time to cover the ground. So even, you know, if you're planning a trip like this yourself, don't bite off more than you can chew, is my advice. You can always add more if you need to, but it's not always possible to cut stuff out of legs if you've booked hotels in advance and stuff. Man, what a gorgeous day. It's 10 to 11 on a Monday morning, and it's 27 degrees. I'm planning to show these videos in the depths of the Blighty winter, so I'm hoping this is bringing some warmth to your day. I guess this is one of those plains where the rain stays. Check out this crop to my left here. Little trees, saplings, completely uniformly spaced. I'm not sure what they are, whether they're going to be vines or what, but neatly done. Maybe it's a new olive grove. That's my sort of road. Quite a long section there across the plain, which made a nice change. Get the cruise control on and just settle back. That was all good. And this latest town is called Osuna, O-S-U-N-A. I did notice a big tower, big church with a tower as we came in. Don't know if we're going to ride past that, but it looked quite impressive, which is why I turned the camera on. Oh, massive Arctic. Huge respect for those drivers. Well, I don't know what happened to that Big tower I saw. Down there? No. Anyway, it's yet another nice town. I mean, to Spanish people this is probably just a bog standard town, but it just looks kind of pretty to me. I like it. Aha! There's the tower I saw. And we get our first cobbles of the day. Wouldn't be a day riding in Spain or Portugal without some cobbles. I mean, look at this little street. How cool is this? It's just so different to what you get at home. These buildings with the balconies built close together to maintain the shade. This town gets better and better. Some lovely views here. It really is. Yes, I think that could be the road for us. Check that out. Fantastic. Like some travelling folk. Hola. Cool. Right, so we're just aiming in the direction of Antequera now, which is about 30 kilometres away. Just going to black down this slightly more major road. Antequera, apparently, so called because it's the oldest city in Spain, apparently. Don't think I've ever been before, so that should be interesting to have a look. Not seen one of those before. Flashy chevrons, good idea, gets your attention. It's a particularly lovely little street. As ever, turned the camera on a bit late to capture it, but it was a gorgeous little spot there. Anyway, onwards to Antequera. So this is the edge of Antequera, apparently Spain's oldest town. It's got the right name for it. One assumes there is an old town. So far it all looks quite new and modern. Rather splendid looking hotel there, the Hotel Antequera. If you ever fancy coming. They do love a speed bump in Spanish towns, it turns out. Some nice villas off to my left. And indeed to the right, all looking very modern though. Aha! Off to my left, an amazing monastery type castle thing. Actually looks incredible. Definitely worth coming back for an explore there. Yeah, that is a massive place actually. Right, we just had a little stop there by the castle and a little history lesson from Dom on my iPhone. I hope it came out okay. I'll try and edit it in somehow.
And the man fell off and he died and the woman jumped behind him.
Oh,
and they were... So the couple in love, they both died, and that's why they call it El Peñón de los Enamoradas, the picos from the lovers. Yeah. And then this town, that's the oldest city from Spain.
Yep.
And it has 38 churches.
Wow.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of an idea. But the extension it's getting always bigger and bigger because now we were in between all these new houses you saw.
Turns out the rock or the mountains there, I'll put a picture up of, they're supposed to look like an Indian laying on its back, as in a red Indian I assume, or Native American I should say. And it does indeed, hopefully you can see that. Anyway, so it turns out Antequera, turns out, is a beautiful city, even looking down from that view. But we had a chat amongst ourselves about whether we want to ride in there. Apparently it's very busy with tourists and it's very tight cobblestone, so probably not the best place to go with big bikes. but one to mark down for a future visit for sure. Right, onwards now into the mountains. Look at these. Wow, this is some mountain range. Proper scale to this. I'm liking it. A7075 if you ever fancy riding it. Hello's up. Got to drink this in because this time tomorrow I'll be back at home shivering away in Blighty, dreaming about being out on hot sticky roads like this. You just cannot go wrong riding in Spain. Have I said that already? Everywhere you go is brilliant for riding. I recommend it to the house. Aha! So this is El Torcal, which is the John Wayne spot, apparently. He made some films here. We're up at nearly 1,000 meters elevation now as well. Alright, we're over 1,000 meters now. Pretty cool views down there. It's got noticeably colder as we started to climb El Torcal. We're at 1,138 meters now, so it's about 3,400 feet, something like that. Temperature's dropped to 21, which, ridiculous as it feels quite chilly. Quite fresh, quite nice actually. So this is the bit I think that Dom was saying is like where we stopped when we were in Portugal the other day in the rain, just near that ski resort. We went up into those rock stacks, which used to be seabed. I think this is the same sorts of formation. More impressive here, I have to say. Oh, what an incredible place. Monumento naturale. So we've stopped up at the sort of viewpointy thing at the top of I've already forgotten what it's called. Oops. But a little bit of a walk. We might get a bit of a view. Coming for a bit of a walk?
Oh yes.
Right. Come on, you can do it. Put some effort in. Come on, work that 4-pack. Now, what a fine figure of a man. Right, onwards. Check this out then, folks. Isn't it cool? Well, it's because it was seabed. It's all water. It's water, isn't it?
Oh, they're limestone accumulations of shells and skeletons of marine animals deposited in successive layers on the floor of an extensive sea which covered this area around 200 million years ago.
It's infiltration and leventumento that's done it. Anyway, never mind all that. Let's go and have a look at them. It's an RTFM job, isn't it?
Amazing.
It's not a bloke thing. Now that is what you call a view, isn't it, Ian?
Yeah.
That is amazing. I think this calls for me other camera. This is just absolutely stunningsville. It's incredible to think that fish swam around those, isn't it?
Yeah. Sharks.
So welcome back aboard the bike. Some distance away actually. Unfortunately, after we left that viewpoint, the old GoPro gremlin struck again, and the camera just froze up, and we didn't stop again for an hour and a half, something like that. So I didn't get a chance to reset the camera. Anyway, I've done it now. We've also had our lunch, had it in a restaurant just behind me, and now we're on the final leg back to Alhaurin El Grande to return the bikes to Toro HQ. So it's around about 43k according to the sat nav. Absolutely glorious Monday afternoon. Check out that lake down there to my right. Cool. An amazing last ride back. And an amazing last ride in this tour. Hope you've enjoyed coming along to Spain and Portugal with us. It's been quite an adventure, particularly that weather earlier on in the trip. Glad to say that seems a long distance memory now, and we had some great riding between then and now. Hope it's been of interest to you. Thank you for watching if you stuck with us. These tours, they usually start off well in terms of viewers. You get a few people watch the first episode and then they drop off. So those of you that last the whole term, I very much appreciate you watching, so thank you very much for that. Thank you too to my riding buddies, of course Ian and Helen, that we ride with relatively regularly, and now our new friends John and Del too. Fantastic riding with you guys. I'm sure we'll do it again at some point in the future. Massive thanks to Toro Adventure as ever for asking us along on the tour. Lyndon and the crew. And the biggest thanks, of course, has to go to our tour leader Domien. He's been an absolute trooper on this trip. Nothing's been too much trouble for him. Always service with a smile. Really interesting character as well. Great fella to know. So thank you, Dom, for all your effort, or efforts I should say, and making it such an adventure for us. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there before the GoPro gives up again. There will be another tour coming along. Look forward to your comments on this one below, and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Until then, this has been the Biston Flyer. Cheerio.